There's been so many changes since it began. I think there's been about 19 different musicians in the band.
But I think for a band to have a life, it has to change.
People realize if they want to see Deep Purple, they're going to see Deep Purple with a different guitarist than Ritchie Blackmore because he quit. You know, that's just a fact.
Steve's inclusion in the band has been a real catalyst, and it's made everyone come out of themselves and be much more expressive.
Well, Steve gave us back some self-respect. We had lost quite a lot of self-respect because there was. It's no secret that Ritchie and Ian Gillan were not good friends, and that Ritchie wanted the band to go one certain way and that we didn't.
But I think the most important thing is that everyone's skills are better, the musicians are better. They can play the most amazing things and make it sound easy.
What we found now, in the last 2 years, we have rediscovered naivety. We've rediscovered the spirit of the band.
It became a band again. Before that, it was really 4 people and 1 person. It was not a unit of 5 people.
Touring now is a lot different to what it used to be.
Everything used to be a lot more simple. Everything was much smaller. Equipment was smaller. The places you played were smaller. Everything was a little more human.
They have monitors on stage now, which we never used to have. Everything's amplified. The drums didn't used to be amplified. The voice used to come through 2 little boxes this big. And so as everything's louder, then everything has to be compensated for more technology.
What's important about sound checks is you do them when you need to do them. It's not important to do a sound check every day. It's if you have a problem, then you come in and you fix the problem. If there's no problem, there's nothing to fix.
É só coisa técnica mesmo, é só aquilo para saber que estão todas as linhas funcionando, fazer level do PA, essas coisas. Não tem nada demais, não.
Younger bands are very much more difficult. Why? Because they have no experience and they don't know what to ask for, or they always want everything. Whereas this band, they know what they need.
Some of these guys have been with us for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years.
And I was one of the equipment guys when I started. I was driving a truck and all that stuff, and just worked my way up.
I started with Steve in the Dregs, 1978, with the Dixie Dregs, but I didn't work as his guitar tech. I went out as a road manager and I did a lot of other things.
I get on the internet, you know, I know a lot of the people on the internet, and I talk to fans as well.
It's a very young audience.
So you have many, I don't know what the word is here, but aficionados.
We are from the Brazilian fan club, and we follow you since more than 10 years ago.
They're studying lots of shows, and they collect tapes of shows, and they like to listen to see what the difference is between this show and the last show, and things like that.
Do you think Deep Purple fills all your musical spaces?
Yes, most of them. Not all, because obviously over the years I've been writing other music, you know, which will eventually come on this new solo album. I think it'll be the best I've ever done because it's taken a long time. There's no reason to do it other than just because I have so much music inside me that I have to get it out. Else I become ill. It's another generation listening to it, you know, and that's fantastic. That's great. Because it's not about fashion. It's not about how groovy you look, you know, or how cool you look. It's about music.
As bandas mais velhas, sim, são as melhores.
Nirvana, essas banda nova assim não me interessa, pra mim não tá por fora. O cara tá fora do baralho.
A gente ouvia Deep Purple no útero. Que 5 meses antes de nascer, o bebê já ouvia os sons de fora, certo? E meu pai já ouvia Deep Purple.
Também puxando pelo meu pai, todo mundo ouvia, assim. Meu irmão, que é um pouco mais velho do que eu, também escutava.
Quem mostrou foi o pessoal da nossa rua, nossos amigos.
Tá com o disco do meu pai. Aqui, de 1974.
Quanto mais arranhado o disco, melhor. Você se lembra dos velhos tempos do vinil.
Está achando a diária para poder pegar autógrafo e fotografar com os caras de Purple.
Minha namorada, que ela toca baixo, eu falei, ó, meu, não tenho baixo, uma guitarra, mas eu passo a mão no seu baixo e vou lá autografar, e já pode ter certeza que ele vai passar a ser meu, tá roubado já.
Every audience around the world wants the same thing. They want to come to see a show that makes them smile, makes them happy, makes them excited. So all we have to do is deliver that. Most of the world, English is enough to get you by when you want to communicate one person to one. Okay, in Brazil it's a little difficult. Portuguese is such a different language.
Frango Estrada?
Making music, language isn't important.
Never think about the words between the songs.
You're basically communicating with people through the music, through the excitement of the night.
Like, you know, boys' club, party time. That doesn't happen now.
The band routine is travel.
We don't see each other at all when we're off the road.
First get woken up, pack your suitcase, put it outside the door, then go downstairs, pay for your extra bill, you know, for whatever you've had to order or telephone charges, and then get in some kind of vehicle, go to the airport or something like that, and travel. Wait, travel, wait, travel, wait.
Everything is always a hurry. Everybody goes, right, come on, we've got to be here, we've got to be here. You get there and you go, what? And they say, now wait, you just wait there.
Seen this new Sony digital video camera? The cassette is very small, 1 hour. Sometimes you get something good. This is easier than this. But the sad thing is, when we come to Rio, it's only ever one night. We never have enough time. If you need one day with no work, then it's okay.
On show days, I never do anything.
When I'm on the road, I'm not a tourist. I don't go looking at places. I don't go and see the sights in the town. I don't do those things. My whole day is focused towards the show. I relax a lot. I read a little bit. I watch some television, and I try just to conserve the energy I have for the show.
I must get enough sleep, and I must eat by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Otherwise, I feel, you know, like a fat pig when I go on stage.
Occasionally, I'll have a crazy night and stay out too late and do things I shouldn't do, but mostly I try and keep it under control.
That 2 hours you spend on stage is the best part of the day. The rest of it, you just have to wade through it.
The worst thing is this, you know, standing in the airports waiting for baggage, plane flights, cars that break down, you know. But I love it. It's my life.
Tour is a bit like a cocoon. You know, you surround yourself with the things that give you security. Your suitcases, I have my music, I always carry music with me, CDs and a player and little speakers, and I always carry a computer with me.
So this is my wardrobe. all kinds of stuff that I've worn over the years in there. I keep all my jokes in there. I do a lot of writing, so I have lots of pens and pencils. This I read every day, Desiderata. Go placidly amid the noise and haste. Remember what peace there may be in silence. It's a good thing to remember. Reading material, John le Carré, great author. That was the last book I read. The Tailor in Panama, very good book. My dictionary. Music. See what happens when you travel with a wardrobe. Everything gets beaten up. I'll come on this one. This is where the television people go when they come in. They sit down here and leave all their junk all over the place. Drinks, beers, Heineken, and if there's a chance. This is luxury.
I've had this for 11 or 12 years. See, it's #1 of the first 50 that was made. So it cannot be replaced, although the new ones play just as well. But it's very special. You can see all the wear on the guitar for many years. Warm up, just play a little bit, loosen up. Then when you go on stage, you don't have to think about the instrument. And that's the whole idea of studying an instrument is to try to forget about it when you're on stage. Really.
Don't worry about the show. I'm just here for the free bar. See, I get free drinks when I hang on with the guys.
Always a little bit nervous.
I don't think nervous anymore, but just excited.
Because it's important to do well, always, because they paid money and we have a reputation and all this all those things all mix up in your stomach. We call them butterflies.
There are some nights when you really don't feel like going on. But the minute you get on stage, nothing matters.
The show must go on.
Then your headache disappears, your bad vibes disappear.
Each concert, for most people at the concert, it's the first time they've heard you, or only the second. So it's the concerts for them.
There are 3 or 4 elements to the show. One is the classic Deep Purple songs. Then there's new songs. Then there's obscure songs, which we like to pull out some songs that we haven't done before from the history of Purple. And then the other section of Purple is the improvisation.
I can play anything. John Lord hears it, and he knows what I'm doing, and then he thinks one step ahead and thinks of a better part to go with it. And same thing when I improvise with Ian Gillan.
The arrangements have to stay the same because the audience wants to hear the song as they know it. It's only during the solos, and then someone goes, or whatever, and so you reply, you start doing something stupid, you know. And if it's not very interesting, generally someone gets fed up, normally Ian Pace, the drummer, and starts bringing it back into the song again.
And it was all kind of a little dangerous. And I thought that it was unprofessional, that it was untogether. When I first joined the band, and I came to realize, of course, that in fact I was just growing up. But this is real rock and roll. This is not pop music. This is rock music, and rock music, in a way, by definition, has to be dangerous.
One age group, it's the music of a generation. And for me, I grew up in the rock and roll years, and when I'm 80 years old, rock and roll will still be my music.
What is hard rock?
The band started playing music that was not successful at that time, in '69.
We've always been a band who experimented with different ways of playing rock and roll.
People call that music innovative. I suppose at the time it was innovative because there weren't that many people doing it. Now, it's the establishment music. It's what a few bands were doing then, every single band in the world does now.
We used to call it hard rock, but you know, we never called it heavy metal, ever.
The great thing with hard rock and roll music is it's very exciting. Very, very few forms of music can be this exciting.
You can't be predictable. It's not like labels, like this is a punk band or a heavy metal band or I mean, I think that's all just stupid. Just totally stupid, the labels. We are what we are.
Paleta. What is a paleta? They named a snack bar after a guitar pick. Oh, cool.
I can't see music as a sort of a battle between generations.
I have a teenage daughter, so I listen to what she listens to at home. I can't help it. She plays it so loud.
My daughter's 20, and she really likes singer-songwriter type like Tori Amos. And I have two stepsons who are middle teenage years, and it's very much Rage Against the Machine, alternative grunge, everything with a fuzz box, you know.
My son, who is 19, he has a band, he's singing, and he writes his own music, and he listens to all the new bands that come out, you know. That's what he likes, but he also listens to Hendrix, Cream, us, Zeppelin.
I listen to my daughter's records, Cat Scratch Fever, Cooler Shaker, a lot of bands like that. Also Hendrix and Zeppelin, Beatles.
My daughters, they like more dance music.
I learned to be more open-minded, if you like, by listening to what they listen to.
Bacon cheeseburger, fine dining. This is breakfast. No time for breakfast in the morning, sleeping in the morning. This is very good. It's very messy, but it's very good.
I came into Deep Purple as a fan. When the very first hit came out, Hush, I was a little kid, but I was in a band with my older brother. We played Hush.
Actually, I know Cooler Shaker quite well. Actually, my wife is related to the bass player, so we're sort of friends. But they did Hush, nothing to do with me.
It's very good. It's a great song. I mean, we didn't write the song, you know that. It's written by a guy called Joe South. And he must be very happy. It's been a hit for the third time. Every band that stays around for a while will have one song that, you know, goes into people's minds and souls and hearts and stays there.
Well, it's banned in our local shop. They've got a sign up saying no smoke on the water, no stairway to heaven.
How many times do you think I've played Smoke on the Water, you know? It's, thousands and thousands of times, but it still makes sense.
I do a strange intro to the song. I, you know, improvise a different introduction for it each night. And so the people are wondering, what is that guy doing?
Some stupid
doing this last year, which we haven't done before, is we played Smoke on the Water, and now it goes into a keyboard solo. That's something new that we started doing last year. We're going to play the old stuff, don't worry. But we really want to play you some new stuff, because that's how we stay alive.
Watch him ride into the sunset. He had the little fat guy right along his side.
Then in May, we're all going to get together and do some writing. We've done some earlier in the year. We just hang out, we play tennis, we go swimming, we sit and talk, we write, we play.
This year really is a recording year.
There are some interesting things outside, as well as the band. There's some individual projects going to be taking place over the next year.
Steve Morse Band is a trio that I still travel around.
I'm making a solo record in April. Well, I'm going to start it.
I'd like to do another solo album at some point. I'd like to get together all... I've got lots of music that I've written over the years that I've never done anything with.
It's just a... It's not important. It's a record. I've been working on it for 3 or 4 years. It's a different kind of music. It's just... It's not finished yet. It'll be finished in 2 or 3 months.
I'm quite happy. But at the point I don't enjoy it anymore, I will stop. And I'll play for me. In a club or pub or whatever. And that'll be different, you know. But at the moment, I don't want to do anything else, so I'm happy.
However long Deep Purple can go on.
I don't think I can do 30 years, maybe 20 years.
I got time for one more song. Any requests?